Wow, man. Wow. Oh my God. Now okay, this has brought me back out in front of the camera. Is there a glare on my glasses again? There's always a glare on my glasses. Anyway, this has brought me back in front of the camera. I was so... Oh man, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, which I think Dave Filoni not only directed, I think he wrote this episode too. I'm not too sure. So I haven't made a video about any of the Mandalorian stuff. I think I mentioned it. Ooh, excuse me. God, I don't know what's going on with that. I actually just finished eating not too long ago. I think I mentioned it like sometime during season 1, and I mentioned Baby Yoda, who I'm gonna get to that in a second. He has a name now. He finally has a name. We got a name reveal. We got some backstory reveal. Super excited about that. Oh man, but I haven't spoken or made a video about Mandalorian in a while. Like I said, mentioning the first season, how much I loved it. So, if you guys don't already know, huge Star Wars guy. I said this during my Battlefront 2 gameplays, which I didn't do that much of, but I've always like really enjoyed. Always really enjoyed Star Wars. It's always been one of my favorite franchises. I can't even speak today. And I did make I think I did make reviews on certain movies too. I think I did Solo and I did Rise of Skywalker. But we ain't talking about that right now. We talk about the Mandalorian, the Jedi episode specifically. Now, the first season, absolutely loved it, and I thought it was great. I thought it was a couple of hit and misses with certain episodes compared to others. Maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, probably the lowest I would give an episode is an 8. And that is really good on a scale of 1 to 10. That's still great. Mandalorian was just something that I think it was like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it deserved that score. I actually thought it deserved like almost 100 for them to pull this off in the first season and sort of bring people in, because they're starting to, especially the second season, they're really starting to build up on the lore and starting to do a lot of stuff. And like in this episode, the Jedi, which, hold on. So it might be time for us to go back to being full-fledged Star Wars fans. It might be time for us to go back. What was this? Look at this! I got my lightsaber here. Hold on. I gotta turn on. How do you turn this thing on? All right, here we go. Here. Yes. Oh, super excited. Now the sound on this, I got this at Disney World, so the sound on this isn't too amazing. But I've actually paid a good bit of money for this, and I was really excited to get it. And this is Luke's one from the Return of the Jedi, and I actually wanted to get Anakin's blue lightsaber. I actually wanted to get Qui-Gon's Jinn's. I want to get Obi-Wan's lightsaber, but I mean that's all another time. I also wanted Darth Maul's lightsaber, man. It was at a point where I was going to start collecting lightsabers, but man, to be a Star Wars fan right now, it feels good, people. It feels good. I've never been this excited for an episode. Oh my God. I've watched all the extended universe stuff. Canon extended universe stuff, I would say, because we got Clone Wars and we got Rebels. Also read a few of the books. A lot of them I didn't complete, so there was certain stuff on the internet I have to go and figure out how it ends, things like that. There was reasons why I wasn't able to complete them. Even like the Darth Bane books, the Rule of Two and stuff like that was really good. Admiral Thrawn's book is really fantastic and everything, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. Because I was super excited when the name drop came in. So obviously there's going to be spoilers in this one. If you haven't seen the episode already, you should have seen it by now. I was off today, so the first thing I did today was get up and watch the episode. When I literally woke up this morning, I was like, oh, I gotta see this episode. I'm staying off the internet. I want no spoilers for this. Because it was called The Jedi, and I was just like, oh, okay, we know Dave Filoni's directing this episode, and if there's anybody that can bring Ahsoka in, anybody that can do Ahsoka justice, it's gonna be him. And I was so happy that we got this. I would say Rosario Dawson, I never did dislike the actress at all. I actually always thought she was a fine actress, by the way, in more ways than one. But I always thought she was an okay actress. And seeing her in play the role of Ahsoka, and from what I've heard before is that she was always interested in playing the role. Like she always liked the character and everything like that. So when she got a chance to do the role, I know she was happy. That was same thing with Katie Sackhoff, and when she played Bo-Katan, and she's also the voice actress for Bo-Katan. Man, perfect, absolutely perfect. It's not too many times you see a character who can play. You see someone. Actor or actress, mind you, who can play the voice of a character and the live action version of a character, you know. There's certain times where it's like, you know, maybe the animated, the live action version of this character gets turned to an animated character, and then you have the person who did the live action portrayal. Kind of like how Mace Windu with Samuel Jackson. Like he can do the live action, he can also do the voice for Mace Windu as well. Fantastic. You know, sometimes you get that, but that's more like the opposite way. Not too many times you get animated into live action and it works so well. But it worked really well. Katie did amazing job. Kudos to her, man. I loved her in that in the last episode last week. This one, Rosario Dawson, you know, even if you don't know the lore, I know the lore. I love Ahsoka. She's one of my favorite characters. I gotta get a shirt with her face on. I'm starting to get more Star Wars merchandise as time goes on. I've never been to Galaxy's Edge either. I really gotta go there. So her portrayal of Ahsoka, you really feel like there's this there's a lot of weight to her words. There's a lot of backstory to it when she mentions stuff like when she hints at Anakin or she mentions Yoda and stuff like that. You was like, you know, you get the sense that this is a character that's been here. And how old is Ahsoka now? Shouldn't she be like her early 40s? I'm pretty sure. I thought she was older, but I know Bo-Katan is older too, and the actress doesn't. You know, both actresses don't look that age. How the way the characters are supposed to look, even though Ahsoka's race. What do they call it? Torgudus? Gudus? Let me see. Like Ahsoka's race, they live for a very long time. So I'm pretty sure somewhere in the hundreds. So I mean, I love how it's trending right now. It's Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano. Really amazing. I wonder what Ashley Ackenstein thinks of this, because she did a really good job. Togruta. She's a Togruta. And, you know, we've seen that race before with Shakti and everything like that. And that race does end up living into the hundreds and everything. So I'm sure Ahsoka definitely wouldn't look as her age would represent. So Rosario Dawson's perfect. But anyway, just going back to the episode that itself, it has a very Eastern sort of samurai feel to it, and as somebody who loves anime, who loves the Japanese culture, this is really cool to see. Just this portrayal of this, and there were some beautiful shots in this. Like I love the shot when the Mando first goes into the town, and then they open up the gates, and just that asymmetrical shot that they do. It's absolutely fantastic. Even the color in the background, how there's like these bunch of light browns and mixture of dark browns, but it's never like, you know, pukey looking. It's never like, you know, Torah like crap brown going on. It's very these like warm colors, you know, and it brings you in. But besides that, so the Mando goes to this planet, and I can't remember the name of the planet. I just had it in my head. Whatever. I'm sure I'll get it after I finish making this video. So the Mando goes to this planet. He's looking for the Jedi. The Jedi is obviously Ahsoka. Oh man, and I was freaking out when Ahsoka saw Baby Yoda, or Grogu, we figure out that's his name, as she talks to him through some sort of telecommunication. Like she can feel his feelings through the Force. I think she got a little bit more information out of him, you know, just doing with the Force stuff than if anything. I actually wasn't expecting that whatsoever. I think there's something. This it's making it weird. It's making it weird. Where's my Santa hat? It's a little bit better. I was wearing that because, you know, I gotta get into the festivities. And I love how she had this whole communication with him, and she's trying to tell the Mando, basically, you know, I can't train this kid. I can't train this kid because he has a connection with you. Even though he did start off in the Jedi Temple, apparently, and he was there during the Jedi Purge, and somebody saved him. Oh, man, if they... Here's what's something that I was hoping that they did, and I think this would be amazing for the fandom. I will probably have to make another video if that's the case. Excuse me, man. I just got a lot of burps going on today. What if, like, we never fully see Anakin kill the younglings? Now, hear me out. Hear me out. I know that was a big thing for people. You know, he killed the younglings, and then like you got all the memes about this is the weapon of a Jedi, and people are like, yeah, the weapon of a Jedi that slaughtered kids. And it's just you know, that was like a thing too, added a layer to Darth Vader's character. But even though that he was slaughtering Jedi, I always thought that he just kind of, you know, went after the more mature Jedi. But we do see younglings dead at a certain point in Revenge of the Sith. But we also see, you know, blaster fire and stuff, and they said like, oh no, this is done by a lightsaber. I don't know. So I don't know if they could retcon this or something like that. Like, maybe Anakin was the one who sent him on his way. Maybe Baby Yoda was just too young and too adorable to kill, and he was just like, yeah, I can't do this one. It's just, I can't do this. I can't kill this kid. But there are other things. There are other, probably only like 1 or 2 characters that can probably have saved him at the temple, because I doubt Yoda, Baby Yoda, the original Yoda, sorry. I doubt Yoda and Obi-Wan found him during that time. But we didn't see them, like, you know, fully leave the temple at the time. So I don't know. They could make up something and be like, hey, maybe Obi-Wan saved them or something like that. Maybe he ran into him after the purge, during all that stuff. And you know what? That'll be interesting. That'll be such a because if they really are going to do an Obi-Wan show, which they really need to give Ahsoka a show. I heard rumors about that, but Ahsoka definitely needs a show. But if they really are doing a show for Obi-Wan, that'd actually be kind of a great tie-in for that. You know, like Obi-Wan was the one who saved him. Oh man, that'll be one way to put Baby Yoda within the Obi-Wan show for like a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That's something completely. I don't know what they're gonna do with this Obi-Wan show. This is gonna be weird because it's going so far back, and it's after Revenge of the Sith and everything. And he was mostly on Tatooine. There's nothing we can really get out of Tatooine unless we follow him on some sort of adventure. I don't know. Anyway, but going back to this, so this town is actually being run by. I think her name is Morgan or something like that. This female sort of dictator or whatever. Very nice influence of the Japanese culture here. Japanese Chinese this Asian culture here. And from what I heard, she's the goddaughter of Bruce Lee. Okay, that's a pretty cool tidbit. I thought her acting was all right. I think her fight scene was much better. I heard that she was a stunt performer before she was a stunt double or something like that. And you can kind of see it because her fighting is actually really good. That was choreographed really well. And Dave Filoni likes to just sort of like these slow lightsaber fights. Now in Star Wars, you know, in Clone Wars or Rebels, we did get some like fast-paced stuff, some really intricate stuff. Man, just seeing the decline and how like we used to have lightsaber battles all over the place, and then just like how Jedi started to decline is really amazing. You know, really fantastic. But her and Ahsoka throw down, and Ahsoka drops a bombshell. She says, "No, not where's Moff Gideon or anything like that." She says, "Where is Admiral Thrawn?" And I was just like, "Whoa, okay, so." If you've seen Rebels, if you haven't, spoilers. Sabine, who's a Mandalorian in that show, and Ahsoka are going on a journey to try to figure out where they can find Ezra, who was trained by Kanan, who wasn't fully a Jedi Knight, but he was made a Jedi Knight in the show. It's actually really good how that happens between him and the Inquisitors and everything like that. But Ezra, anyway, he's a Jedi, and him and Admiral Thrawn get thrown into space. and they get thrown somewhere into the outer regions. Nobody knows where they went, and Ahsoka and Sabine is trying to find them. I don't know where Sabine was in this episode. Maybe that whole Rebels thing for the Rebels finale at the end actually happens after the whole Mandalorian thing, because Ahsoka's look, she looks younger than what she does in Rebels, and definitely looks slightly different than what she does in Clone Wars. But I guess at the same time, that's just the payoff for live action. But anyway, so I thought it was really interesting how she name dropped this person, because man, not only do you have Moff Gideon now, who's such a great character, Giancarlo does a really good job with that, and now you're gonna try to bring in Admiral Thrawn. Oh man. These two, if they get together, they're going to be the worst. You have no idea, unless the people do, you have no idea how bad Thrawn can get. Oh my goodness, this guy was like a Empire mastermind. He was such a great villain, and I was actually, after Rebels, I knew they had to get rid of him after Rebels, but I'm glad that they never killed him off. So they left the door open for something to come back. And man, if he comes back in the live action version, I'm with people on this, man. I think Benedict Cumberbatch should do it. That'll be an absolutely fantastic thing for his character. But at the same time, him doing this TV show and him doing Doctor Strange, you know, it's a lot of stuff on his plate right now. I don't know. But anyway, so towards the end of this episode, she tells him, hey, take him to the Jedi Temple on Tython. Tython, the home of the original Jedi. Now, I never played Star Wars The Old Republic games. I never did, except for the MMO, the online MMO, and I know story-wise that takes place like way after the video games for PlayStation 2 and stuff like that, because you know you got Darth Revan and everything like that, and of course you get in the MMO you do get a conclusion to Darth Revan's story, or to Revan's story, because he was also a Sith Lord as well as a Jedi. There's a whole story with him, and by bringing in Tython, that just opens up so much for the Old Republic, the High Republic. Everything. It just opens up so much, and that they can just build on this lore. And if Disney is like literally trying to sort of rewrite everything, but they're bringing in a lot of old lore into canon, and this is one of the big ones. I don't know how many people know exactly how big this is. Let me see how long I've been talking. So I've been talking for about 17 minutes. Holy crap! I'm gonna go ahead and try to shorten this down. I didn't want to go over anything longer than 20 minutes. I can talk about this stuff absolutely all day. And I got nobody here to bounce off of. I got no chat. I'm not live streaming this or anything like that. So I mean, that kind of sucks. I actually wish I had somebody to really talk to this about. I mean, I talked to my buddy about this, and you know, he knows a good bit of the lore, but there's some deep dive stuff that he, you know, probably doesn't know. And there's a lot of people I meet like that, even people who are like really into Star Wars. There's a lot of deep dive stuff that they don't know. I think there's like only one person I've met down here in this state that I'm living in that actually knew about like all this type of stuff. I'm sure there's other people out there. I haven't met them. But yeah, so she tells him to go to Tython and take Baby Yoda, Grogu. Take Grogu to Tython, sit him on this like pedestal and reach out, and then reach out with the Force. And then maybe, you know, he has a decision to make, whether he wants to be trained as a Jedi or whether or not. But a Jedi will find him. So I'm thinking there's only two other big Jedi. Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order, which is an amazing game, by the way. I love it. Maybe I should live stream that game. That'll be great. You know, like once the Mandalorian's over, maybe I should live stream that. But I got Cyberpunk to play, people. I got freaking Cyberpunk to play. Cal Kestis, and which I would love to see in live action. I mean, that actor is absolutely fantastic. I can never remember his name, but I love his acting. And Ezra. But since Ahsoka is still looking for Thrawn, I doubt Ezra's going to be in it. So I doubt anything with Ezra's going to happen. But actually three, because you know you also have Luke, and I didn't think that they would bring in Luke. Of course, he would definitely be a younger Luke, or if they try to do bring in Mark Hamill. I know Mark Hamill says he's kind of done with the role, but I feel as though that he would be happy to do something like The Mandalorian. And I would love for them to bring him in and just sort of like, you know, de-age him. Just do the de-aging technology that they did with, you did it with Captain Marvel. You've done it before. And you've done it before in Star Wars. So, I mean, they can definitely do that. Or just have him provide the voice or something. I don't know. They could do like ADR voiceover. But if they're going to bring in a younger Luke Skywalker, they might just have to go ahead and recast him. That'll possibly be the easiest and cheaper way to do it, if anything. Unless you're going to have Mark Hamill just change his hair black and then, you know, cut his beard and then just have him have him wear the old robes or something like that. That'll be pretty neat. But no, that's probably not going to happen. So they would definitely have to recast, and who they would actually get to play a young Luke Skywalker, I'm not too sure. I know some people are throwing around Sebastian Stan, who does look like, who oddly enough does look like a younger Mark Hamill. It's pretty weird. But anyway, yeah, so, and then that's basically how the episode ends. They stop this. They liberate this village. The old ruler goes back to ruling this village, and I love both the Western and like I said, the similarities to Japanese culture. So they just kind of east meets west in this, and that was really good. That was really cool. Loved it. So much so it made me make a vlog on it, man. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I've talked for so long. I apologize. Because there's not going to be much editing in this. There's not going to be... I'm not going to show too many pictures or anything like that because copyright Disney. I'm not going to do that. I've getting destroyed by copyright lately, which is why it was one of the things why I stayed off of YouTube. I can't... I'm getting sick of dealing with the copyright stuff. It's ridiculous. But overall, I thought it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. You know, taking this back off. I'm actually sweating in this thing here. Taking it back off, putting on the Star Wars. Hey, look, it's a great time. Hold on. I screwed that up. All right, it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. Everyone, I want you to thank you for clicking on this video. If you did, if you lasted this long, listening to my disgusting voice, I really appreciate it. And man, it was good being back. It was good being back. Oh, shit. Almost killed myself there. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and may the Force be with you. Alright, take care, guys. See you guys in the next one. If there is a next one, maybe I might come back and actually make one more video for the season finale. Let's see how it is. There's only 8 episodes this time, right? And what was this, the 5th one? 5th one? I think we got like 3 more left. I think so. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we got 3 more episodes left. Because this was chapter 13. But what episode was this? Yeah, this was episode 5. So we got like 3 more left. Whew, the things that they can do in these 3 episodes. I just want to see Tython. Not only do we get to see it, but I get to see it in live action. No MMO BS, no Bioware's version of Tython, and I kind of really like the Old Republic MMO. I actually think it's a lot of fun. I'm actually probably go back and play it after The Mandalorian's over again. I guess I'll pay for another 3-month subscription, but that's it. Okay, I'm rambling now. Loved it. Absolutely loved the episode. The show, season 2 has been impeccable, guys. Like, really impeccable. Nothing so far has been lower than a 9 for me. As someone who's like really into the Star Wars lore, this was really what I wanted. This was what I wanted. I know some people say, you know, they should keep it separate. They really shouldn't, you know, bring in the Jedi. They shouldn't mention the Jedi. The hell with that. And let's get some good lightsaber battles going. I am ready for the slice. I am ready for the slice and dice, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, shit. I just knocked it off. I think I just broke it. No, it still works. It still works. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care. God damn it. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. Man, my eyes look so big in that.